Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday and a restful couple of days away from work and all the strife. And just to let you know, as I usually state to you guys, I am not kidding. I know it is a very hard time for people. My father died on Christmas Day. So in the past, I have had issues where I've just gone into like the most hermit mode possible. I remember when my children were young and it was very hard on me. I had not quite listened to the messages that I should have, and I would go to that place. But as I became more and more enlightened and awake, and I understood how energy, feelings, and the effects we have on others participate in our life, I realized, wow, I can choose the energy of, wow, now my father's all around me on this day especially. But sometimes when we're younger, we don't necessarily think like that. But I used to decide Christmas wasn't really even for me, that I would just sort of chill out with my cats and stuff. And yeah, it's just one of those things, you become awake to it. But I know that a lot of you, you experience very heavy feelings, a very intense feeling. So again, like I tell other people, my link's below. I have an email if you ever feel like you're in some kind of crisis situation, or you just feel stuck and you just want to have a quick word. I always get back to people that are, you know, just having a moment, because it's important to me that you guys know that you are cared for, and that I'm just going to show you these funny, beautiful cards that I got. And these are the most amazing cards I've ever seen. Faith gave these to me, my daughter's girlfriend, and they are healing and clarity cards, and they're essential oil oracle cards, but they're basically about a trigger statement and then the truth, and then how we react. So let's just say the trigger statement in this is, nobody listens to me. The truth statement is, my voice is heard. Standing strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. And I'm going to be using these quite often because the way they are written is so beautiful. They are uniquely profound in their perspective. This is exactly like my goal in life, for people to change their trigger statements to the reality, which is there are always people that will listen. And again, getting back to what I was saying earlier, I will always listen. So if you ever feel like you're in crisis mode, or you just want a kind word, because I know right now a lot of people are looking for their tribe, they feel absence and companionship, just email me and I'll get back to you and let you know you are heard. You know what I mean? That's my whole vocation in this world, to be inclusive and let people know that they're just steps and moments away from this beautiful love, these beautiful members of their tribe, their companions, and things like that. And again, not to use these trigger statements like no one listens to me, because that's when we go down that mode of thinking, in that path where we think things are dark, where they're actually light. They really are. And I'm going to do a whole series on this because I love these. They're so strikingly true and wonderful. And again, they're everything about the law of manifestation. And here's the box for this. I'm going to go over a review over all this stuff. It's called the Essential Oil and Oracle Cards. But it's basically about finding clarity and guidance in your world, and not listening to your ego, yet listening to your soul. And they are remarkable. So anyway, contact me anytime. Go to my links below and just let me know, because I know it's a powerful time of year. New Year's too. We put pressure on ourselves to become these miraculous friggin' phenoms, you know, overnight. And that's not how reality works. We just start to shine our light and hope. But again, that's why I have the queens out here, because we're all going to become queens in the new year. First of all, we are going to raise the bar on our standards on everything. We're going to teach others how to treat us well, because we do show others how to treat us, and we do that by letting the unacceptable become acceptable at times, and there's no need for that. If anybody ever calls us names, or is rude to us, or invades our space, or makes us uncomfortable, we don't need that energy, and we need to speak up about how we are not going to engage in any kind of low vibrational activities with anybody, right? So getting back to this read, I'm very, very excited. I got all these beautiful crowns for Christmas. Look at them. Woo! So beautiful. And I'll probably be putting these in the shop, but it was like I just wanted to, once they were all ready and assembled. It's like I just wanted to wear them. And this is just like Cherry Enchantresses, but it's red. Hi, Cherry. So you guys, listen, if you want to check out some new readers, go see Cherry Enchantress. I think it's Pixie Fairy Dust. But if you just go under Cherry Enchantress, it'll come up. She is a lovely, gentle soul. She's so whimsical, and she loves fairies, and she's, you know, she's just very insightful, beautiful, warm, and her voice is so soothing. It's like a balm to you. And if you ever just want to be in the beautiful world of enlightened fairydom and just beauty and peace, I feel it's a very, very restful channel, and she really has a gift. So hello, Cherry, and again, thank you for the beautiful shout out. She's so lovely. I mean, what a peaceful, lovely, lovely soul. She's definitely a soul sister from a past life. And also, you guys, you're going to be so excited. Look what I got. Past lives. I got a past life book, so I'm going to be doing past lives readings. I'm just so excited because I haven't been on for a day or two, so I want to share all this. But for this reading, I want you to choose. Number 1 is the Queen of Swords. Number 2 is the Queen of Cups. Number 3 is the Queen of Wands. Number 4 is the Queen of Pentacles. So choose your queen, and then we're going to do a fun reading. It's going to be sort of multi-layered. It's going to be, what is my new love going to look and behave like? And also, what sort of past life did he participate in that will make him the way and give him the characteristics that he has? And I'm actually going to be fanning through this book and choosing a page to draw from. And I feel like this is very, very insightful, and I have some other decks coming on past lives. But I believe that's a huge, huge element in what forms us and why we are the way we are. You know what I mean? If we have certain agreeable qualities and leadership qualities, that does pertain to a past existence. I'm certain of it. But I saw this wonderful thing that was like, you know, but speaking of the past, it's time for a lot of us, I feel, in the new year to lay down the armor that's passed down to us from our families, right? Release the habits that are not serving you and forgive on behalf of generations past. Now that we're talking about past lives, okay, so I want you to let go of any regrets or any things that you are harboring, because you have to say, I am free of the habits that do not serve me. And the habits that do not serve us is hanging on to that armor or habits that just don't align with us anymore, right? They do not work for us anymore. I'm like, that's all I could say on that. So next I'm going to be using, for this read, I'm going to be using the Tarot Illuminati. I just got this for Christmas, and hence all the crowns and the queens, because the vibrancy of this deck is unparalleled. I've never seen. This is actually the Arcanum right here. I wanted to use those queens, so you would have the queens in the new deck available to you as well, because I like to have a full deck. So the Illuminati queens will still be there if they're meant to come up for you. So this is going to be, what is your new love going to look like, behave like, and what past influences also did they have? So I wanted to read this card to you because it reminded me of this read. And this is the Two of Wands in the Tarot Illuminati. And it says, bring me a horizon of splendid color, a shore of unknown sand, strange treasures of faraway kingdoms and the mysteries of the mind of man. I command a vast and brilliant empire, and I can see my dominions from the grandest tower in the land. The strong will must be expansive in nature. It must always seek more, not through greed or lack, but through the need, and not through the need of ownership or ego, but because the will is a fire that must be fed and fueled, lest it be extinguished. Its fuel is discovery, success, stimulation, and strength. When fed, desires create further desire, and when fueled, will creates stronger will. It begins with a spark, an idea, a passion that bursts into life, seeking release into the world. I am that release, and when the line reaches its end, it must conquer new ground, extend further, push its will and desires, deepening into the waiting universe. And this is what we're talking about, our queendom, and if you're men, your kingdom, that you really want to seek new lands, new people, places, things. You want to really encompass the full spectrum of what life has to offer, because there's so many riches through knowledge and experience that's out there for us, and we really want to go for it. So we're going to start with the Queen of Swords. I'm so excited for this read. I was going over some like pre-topic things that we were discussing. I'm like, I just have to go with what I feel. And then I was like looking through, because you know, when you readers, you know this, when you get, I got 7 new decks for Christmas. My mind was officially blown, and I was just like almost overwhelmed. And because I had the past lives deck, I was just like, I want to incorporate that into something right away. I just started to get a feel for them, and I can't wait. I have to do like a full review of some of these decks because they're so striking and they're so beautiful. So again, we're going to start with the Queen of Swords. So Prince of Pentacles, beautiful. It's Christmas time. I'm just shuffling because they're new and they totally get stuck. Wow, Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Wow, nice, you guys. So let's see what's going on. So first I want to start with, I'm going to fan through this deck and I'm just going to read from it right out of the book right now. So your new love, let's see where his past life could have come from. Oh Lord, you guys, you're going to love this. It's the Twin Flame card. And I felt that that was definitely a possibility with the Ace of Pentacles, because that is a gift from the universe. Right? That is a new start. That is a one. That is a new beginning. So let's see. Twin flames. Whew. Emotional completion. Everyone has a twin flame, though not everyone interacts with their twin flame in every lifetime. Sometimes one twin remains in the spirit world to guide the other. Twin flames happens that one is often assuming a more feminine trait while the other assumes a more masculine. They are traditionally portrayed in art as a heterosexual couple, but can very easily be a homosexual couple with similar polarities in place. These relationships tend to be turning points for the soul, usually short-lived and volatile while ill-timed. Although exciting to experience, they rarely result in marriage, as one twin is likely to either be frightened by the connection or consider themselves superior in some way to the other, lacking the humility to embrace the full benefits of a twin flame connection. The alternative interpretation is traditionally this card simply means complete emotional commitment and is a good omen for happiness. So yeah, I don't want you to go solely on what this particular grouping says, because we do know that there can be very dynamic timing where you all of a sudden just feel completely fulfilled, balanced, and back in place, because it is the other half of your soul, right? So as long as you're in a good headspace, this is what I believe. I believe it's all in the placement of where your goals and your intentions are, and you believe in the miraculous powers of this connection, you know what I mean? And you have positive intention for it. If you're all in your ego, of course you're going to have superiority complexes or inferiority complexes, as was, because the ego never helps. So if you drop that ego and you get into that soul space, it's lovely. So I do believe that this person in your past life, you had a twin flame connection. So it may be rearing that that feeling when they come out and you meet them, because as the Prince of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles, I always believe aces are very strong new beginnings, and they definitely purport a new journey, a strong journey, and I always believe that they're very divinely guided when it comes to that as well. Let's see what the Prince of Pentacles, I actually want you to hear from this book because it's so beautifully written. I mean, I'm sometimes wowed by what comes out of some of these books, but this one, damn, was this thing so well written. And when I review this deck, you're going to be super nice surprised how this came about. The writer came in with the rest of the group. So let's see what's going on with the Prince of Pentacles. It's funny how Prince of Pentacles, come on, it's so funny. As soon as I woke up, you guys should have seen me running around trying to like sort through the decks and get ideas. And Ian was trying to be helpful, and I felt so bad. I was like, Ian, you can't overwhelm me, because I already started like communicating with my guides and doing all these things. And I was like, I just felt like I had to go and talk. So anyway, the Prince of Pentacles says, the themes and concepts are protection, a loyal friend, somebody you can rely on, careful and cautious, a slow-witted person making careful plans, not rushing in, protecting investments, loyalty to friends, seeking wealth and stability, the mind applied to the everyday world. So his personality type definitely is somebody who's self-assured because they're using cautious movement. They're not somebody who just jumps in and is like, yes, they have to sort of read the ingredients on the label, that type of person, right? So some chase after the hands of fair lovers, renown, fame, and adventure, but only a fool does so before he has first saw a solid foundation. That is the Prince of Pentacles virtue, you know what I mean? They say youth is wasted on the young, and perhaps I am guilty of losing my years to slow and steady movement rather than rushing into life headstrong or reckless. So this individual, I feel, will be dark-haired, tall. He'll be quite tall. He'll have quite very measured movements. I feel like when they walk and how they act and how they touch their face, things like that will be very measured. And again, I see dark hair and dark eyes, and I feel a lovely cadence of speech because they have well thought out plans, movements, ideas, and you know, everything that they do too is kind of infused with a sort of vitality. This person definitely isn't Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh. He's not a don't. He's not a Tigger. He's not spazzing out, tripping the light fantastic. But, you know, he's more like Christopher Robin, moving with purpose. Very good looking, very attractive. And again, this is super divinely guided, you guys. So keep your eye out for someone. They're going to be super direct. There's not going to be any guesswork. You're going to know they like you right away. They're very forward. They are not messing around here. I want to pick you one of these beautiful I'm trying to get everything down in a reasonable time frame, but I don't even care anymore. These are Lisa Powers Essential Oil Oracle cards, but they really are just life statements that make sense. It's the don't do but do sort of answer, and it's very simplistic. So for this one, you've got neroli, and this says your trigger statement can be I am unstable, but the true statement is you are aware. You are strengthening the connection between your energetic and physical bodies to help you manifest your goals. Okay, and I'm going to do a whole series on these. I might even write a book on trigger statements versus reality, because that's one of my strongest viewpoints in life, is that when our ego talks to us, that's our trigger statement, right? That would say you're unstable because you're not accomplishing everything your ego thinks you should. Where when your soul steps in and says the true statement is you are aware. You see the difference of that? The ego will always attack and assume, where the soul will always ease the way and let you know all is well, and then give you an opportunity to rebalance and step into that medicine wheel, so to speak. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do a series on these, and I'm probably going to do a book. I just thought of this morning. I was like, this made so much sense to me when I started reading some of these cards. I was like, wow, it was a really, really super aha moment. So you guys, this is beautiful. This person, strong, balanced, self-aware, very capable, moves with ease of movement, lovely. This is divinely guided, so you might feel some intense things because there's a great possibility that this is a twin flame, like the past life card indicated. So again, there might be some cool intensities to this, and just that kapow moment where you're like, oh man, this is it. We're in it to win it. So that's you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also welcome to the channel if you are new. This is Indigo Tarot Odyssey, and I'm Melanie Williams, and it's my pleasure that you're watching this channel. And if you're my cuties that have been around, hello you guys. I hope you had the best Christmas. If you press the little gray arrow at the bottom, that'll bring you to all my links for my private reads, for my Etsy store, which has all this sparkly, beautiful stuff. It has all kinds of homemade, beautiful jewelry, and I specialize in like healing stones. Lots of amethyst, lots of turquoise, lots of citrine, things that bring us up. And again, I'm gonna go over a series of this too. If you want to invest in a book, this is so cute. I got this. I mean, I know every crystal inside out because I've been doing this for years, but I love it. Puts it in layman's terms for me to be able to, when you have a quick question, again, comment down below if you want to know about a certain crystal and how it works, and I can tell you where to place it and what it can do for you, and if you should wear it and all these things, because I've worked with them and they've really helped me make some breakthroughs, because sometimes I get writer's block. I'm a writer as well, and if I get that thing, it's like, yeah, I need certain stones around me. They're very, things that come from deep in the earth or ocean, of course they're going to carry immense energy and vibration, right? It stands to reason, and they do. So anyway, all of my links are down below if you need any kind of assistance. I'm on Instantgo. Check out my Patreon page. It's lovely, lovely, lovely to be back. I only had like a day off, and I feel like I've been gone forever. So love and light to you guys. Beautiful, beautiful grouping there, Queen of Swords. Lots of magic. This is definitely, you know, that's divine guidance right there. The reason I lay these without all the cards already not underneath them is because I have two lovely felines. You guys know Winter, right? And she is very, very crazily playful lately and wants to get up to all kinds of stuff. All the packaging from Christmas made her bonkers. Like, she can't even cope anymore. She can't even. She's just off and running. Okay, so the next group, the Queen of Cups, which I love that. I've always been the Queen of Wands. That's actually my card. I'm a Sagittarius. I love that. So the Queen of Cups is definitely the emotional, beautiful queen that you know, you don't keep your cup always too full, so you can acquire more knowledge and then share. I feel like the Queen of Cups is super generous, super lovely. I feel like it's, funnily enough, I feel like that is Cherry Enchantress's cup. She actually looks quite a bit like that. She has lovely, lovely sparkling blue eyes and dark hair, and she looks like a little fairy maiden, and that's her card for cert. So let's see what's going on with you guys now. What is your new love going to look like? And what? I gotta shuffle these new cards, make me crazy. It's Christmas time. Oh, say a prayer. Oh my gosh, the other group got an ace too. Yeah, I feel like this new year, our guides are trying to usher in some crazy magic love for us, some super profound, beautiful connections. This is one of my favorite cards. You guys just got an ace and a prince too in the last grouping. This is absurd. See, this is like calling all royalty, this group right here. I'm like, we need the crowns, we need all queens. And I've never seen a more regal deck than this Tarot Illuminati. Just the colors, it's very Renaissance. It's very just rich and saturated in color. So again, with the Ace of Cups, this is going to be, I'm going to start with their past life to see sort of how it connects them into the future and them meeting you. So the Ace of Cups, again, well, lots of times with this, it can be a twin flame soul connection because it is a divinely guided match. It's your guides just bringing this gift to you. So again, get in receptive mode where you just allow it, right? We're not trying to force anything or make anything happen. And Page of Swords, I'm already getting a visual on him, but I will go, him or her, I'll go over that right after their past life. So let's see where they could have come from. See? Okay, so I pulled the 18th century card. Whew. So this is also about the root energy of this is incoming action and message. So you guys are going to receive the message pretty soon from them. They're going to come into your life like just on that horse blazing. But honestly, with the color with this, right, I can't. My favorite card I've ever seen of this is the King of Swords. And it's the richest blues. It is like a 17th century French blue. It's amazing. Okay, so for your past life, their past life, the 18th century is marked specifically by the French and American Revolution. The art in the cards reflect the sentiments of the French Revolt. When this card appears, you spent time in this century and the freedom lust associated with this period. It's possible you often identify chains of oppression you wish to break through in this life as well, knowing deep down you have transcended similar struggles in the past. So the alternative interpretations that are also here is this card is traditionally about the incoming message. Check your emails, texts, and messages from loved ones for subtle meanings to uncover knowledge of a past life. So beautiful. So French and American Revolution. Absolutely. Look at that. So again, this can incorporate one of your past lives as well, because often we have met the people that are reintroduced to us in this life over and over through past lives as well. So it can be in conjunction with the life that you shared together or a moment, you know what I mean, where it wasn't karmically corrected or connected. So you didn't finish that those psychic ties and threads that you have to them. So they reintroduce themselves to your present reality and existence so you can work through that. And it's lovely. I'm going to actually read from the book because I love the way that they did this in this particular book is just unbelievable. Again, this is the Tarot Illuminati. Look at this. It's just incredible. And let's see what the Page of Swords has to say. But yeah, I'm getting a very Oh, it's Prince of Swords. Yeah, and I'm just gobsmacked right now that the last group was an Ace of Cups and it was also a Prince. I mean, it wasn't the Ace of Cups. It was also an Ace and it was also a Prince. So again, I feel the strong sort of guidance and angelic guidance through Source, just divining these lovely matches, because you're manifesting the hell out of these things. You're really putting the work in. You're setting your house in order and you're calling out for this. But the big, big ticket is to release it as well. Because once the release has taken place, then the guides set in motion, and the angels and the archangels and the higher ups and all the light beings, they're the ones that circulate, fluctuate, get all the things all working together and bring it back to you, right? We're not in charge of that. We thank goodness, because that would be a lot on our plate. So let's read about the Prince of Swords, because it's so amazing. It's about charging into the fray. Breathe and let the cold air fill your lungs to bursting. Feel it all around you, that rush of wind, the gust of storm rising, feeling the energy that's palpable in the air, tingling and stimulating, whipping your hair across your face. Let it push you forward, giving you momentum as you rush headlong into the fray. Relish the battle for its own sake, not for what it might bring you or for what you fight for. When you're caught up in that exciting whirlwind of force, what is there except to keep moving? Be bold, for fortune favors the brave. Let me lead you into a battle. Let us raise our swords together and let us prove our worth and take up the sword for any cause. Let our desire for the soaring rush never let us tarry, but always take us onwards to other horizons. I love that. So this is a rebel without a cause, an iconoclast, somebody who doesn't respect authority. You know what I mean? They rush in, they're a champion, they carry the ideas forward. They like mental stimulation. They're into sudden action. Like, that's the person will be like, let's go here right now. Let's go salsa dancing. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I mean? This is a person that has their mind at their sharpest too. They sometimes seek conflict because they like the righteousness of it. That sort of person, right? Because they're always searching for new ideas and intellectual exploration. So they're always going to be that person that's just ready to do mental battle. You'll see them. You'll notice that right away. And I feel like these people, they have rich auburn hair. Not just due to the card, but I feel like they're lighter. They look Scottish, English, Irish, Welsh, that portion of the world. Dark blondes and like rich auburn hair. And I feel like quite a few of them will have beards. They'll have lovely physical builds, like very proportional, like 6 feet, wide shoulders, great like hips to shoulder ratio, just very, very well built. That the sort of bodies, you know, that like anybody who do I love? Who are these people that... It's so funny when I try to recall names and I'm like channeling, I can't do it. So who cares? Just somebody with a nice body. There you go. Good times. So anyway, we're going to do a beautiful card. This is going to be your oil, patchouli. Now this is earthly. Now the trigger statement, which is the false statement and a statement your ego will try to make, is I hate my body. The true statement, which is your soul statement, is my body is my temple. Remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your loyal and sacred body. Absolutely, 100%. You ever wake up and you're cruising along beautifully with your soul, tra-la-la, I look great, the day is great, I have all these new beautiful friends and understandings with my soul, and then all of a sudden you look in the mirror and you try on an outfit and you're like, what in the 7 circles of holy hell is happening? And then all of a sudden you hate everything, everyone, your body, and why do you even exist? You ever do that? It's just so ridiculous. Because it's this ridiculous standard that your ego is trying to set for you. Oh yeah, you should look like a supermodel 24/7. Oh please, let's get with it. Nobody really cares. And I find sometimes there is a facet of people that are so super pulled together and always look like beyond. You know that takes a long time, so you kind of know that's where that person's priority is. I'll do that when I'm on film just to add a touch of flair and beauty, but I sure as hell don't look like that every day. I go to the gym, you should see me. I look like something crawled out of a crazy Chinese garbage can. I'm serious. I look like the heat miser and I look crazy. But again, I don't patch my grass of worth on how I look. It's nice to look nice, but again, who cares if we're having off days or things are ill-fitting, especially Christmas time. I want you guys to give yourself the most forgiving hug. If you want to indulge in beautiful holiday snacks, go ahead and do that. It's part of the rich tapestry and lushness of life that we can really taste this wonderful food and enjoy it. But again, like anything, did you ever just get so much at once you're just overwhelmed, right? Just put small things in front of you and savor them. Like I love espresso because it's such a tiny amount. I know I better savor the hell out of that because it's going to disappear fast, right? However, if you're giving basically a bucket of coffee, you tend to guzzle it. It's a very mental state that you're in. When you have more, you almost want more and you acquire it too quickly, or you just rifle through it too quickly, right? But if you have a tiny little cup of espresso with a sweet little piece of biscotti, you savor that because it's that little thing of good things come in tiny packages. So do that. Have little wonderful tasty snacks and really relish them and take your time in them, because that's part of the beauty when you really taste your food. Hell, I'm guilty of like devouring like a camel where I don't even taste one iota of what I'm eating when I'm hungry. That's why I don't let myself get to that stage, and you shouldn't either. So, you know, we're all going to have these moments, but just get your fairy godmother to go, poof, that's not true. That is a momentary ego-driven statement. And I don't hate my body. My body allows me to live a beautiful life, right? And all the sensuality that comes with our body, right? So we're going to learn to love it, and it's going to be our temple. And in the new year, we're going to treat it really well, right? We're actually, hell, not the new year. Right now, we're going to start. We're going to give it its green juices. We're going to give it its proteins, the things that it needs to operate well. I'm also going to do a segment on what vitamins really do the trick, because I've run the whole gamut. I've juiced, I've done all kinds of things because I go, and I wanted a lot of stuff for stamina. So I will do a review too of what's really going to help you. But what I need you guys to do for the new year is, if you can have one vitamin, please get your Bs in there, your B12s, your brain vitamins, because it'll save it. Your brain is where you're, you know, basically you're formulating your thoughts and all those things. And you want to keep that well lubricated with beautiful vitamins that help it think in the thought process and retain what you need to retain and reduce stress for sure. So that's, you guys, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Look at your man that's coming in. I love that past life with the French Revolution. This is my second favorite card in this deck. Just the richness. That horse. The yellows are sublime. At first I thought this was Joan of Arc when I came in. You know what I mean? And most of my reads, they're not gender specific. They're, you know, they are for everybody. You know what I mean? Absolutely, 100%. So that if you're looking for a female, same goes. Same gender, same goes. That sort of thing. It's all inclusive. Okay, so let's move on to our... Oh, so... So that's you guys. So if you're new, welcome, and don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also the notification bell so you know when all the new videos are up. The little gray arrow in the bottom of the video will bring you down to all my links for all the information for private reads, the PayPal account, any donations, anything you guys want to do. Get to my Etsy store, see all my fabulous crowns and stuff, the new rings if you guys want to jazz out. It's like I'm going to be making some, look at these crazy new rough stones that I got, and I'm going to be making some really cool pieces with this like today at some point. I'm so excited about these. And these beautiful lemon quartz mixed in with amethyst, and amethyst will help us to not overindulge and become creative. And I can't wait to do like my crystals thing with this and let you know what really does the trick in terms of creativity, positivity, love, all those things, because I find them very interesting. So again, all the links are down below. Go check everything out on the Patreon page. I'm so excited. Thank you, my patrons. I can't thank you enough for, you know, just supporting the channel and being the lovely people you are. And I end up emailing most of you on a daily basis, and we have chats because you guys are so great, and we're all of the same tribe. I mean, we all love tarot. We all love the fact that we are these spiritual beings that are trying to connect and create a tribe of love and light for the rest of the world. 100%. So now we're going on to the Queen of Wands, and this is my card. I love it. I love people like, Melanie, you're a redhead. You can't wear all this red. And I continually wear bright red, crimson reds with my red hair, and I just look crazy, and I don't care. Yeah, if you guys go back and see me when I'm on camera, like I will be wearing red all over the place. I love it. It's my power card. I'm a fire sign. I have red hair. I love it. And this is actually a Sagittarian card as well. So I love this. It's a charismatic, crazy thing. But we do have to remember to, if you're attracted to this queen, we do have to remember to ground out and earth and go and touch trees and be in nature, because we can blaze like nobody's business, and then it creates volatility if we are not earthed or grounded, because we almost get to a manic stage because we're like, oh, if this works, we got to try this. And we are creative types and we are zany as hell. And when people interrupt our flow or creative endeavors, we can get a little volatile, which, you know, we don't want to do. So this is beautiful. So you guys in this group, Six of Pentacles, and I'm going to first start with your new love's past life, and lots of times it'll correlate with your past life. That's why you can feel such a strong attraction to them. I believe we move in tandem with certain life mates throughout centuries. That's why we're attracted to them and their energy, because we have existed in another time and place with them. And Queen of Pentacles, ooh, nice, you guys. So that also helps me when I do their past life to get a physical picture of what I feel they look like. Yeah, I have a very strong connection to anything that to do with past lives. I used to work at Walden Books, and crazily enough, I was in the history section, and I just started. I went nuts on World War II things, and come to find out when I did some past life regression stuff, I was a soldier. I was always super, super attracted to ammunitions and this and that and that. And I'm very claustrophobic. I feel like I lived in a foxhole for a long period of time. Just all these things. And I was like uber fascinated. So let's see what we have here for past life. Okay. So the past life card is the Middle East. A past life was lived within the Middle East. Wow, this card appears when you're about to uncover a profound insight and gain a much needed clarity about your life. Just as the political reckoning gestates and continues today in the Middle East, so shall your life juggle a consistent internal conflict until a personal victory is won. After lifetimes of struggle, you are about to conquer the mental roadblocks that have held you back from realizing your full potential. So yeah, I feel like this is inclusive of you as well as your love that is coming in. You shared this area together. It's about reckoning a new awareness and gaining clarity. And this is equal with the Judgment card for sure. Alternatively, Scotland is an association with a judgment also of the Middle East. And the time is the 19th century. So that's cool. So if you're talking about the 1800s, in the Middle East or Scotland, you know, there's a lot of upheaval, there's a lot of rivalry, there's always people in that era that were fighting for power and their borderlands. I feel like there was constant conflict for the borderlands in both nations. It was absurd. And because of that, everybody is always set on high alert, right? So again, this person and this love that's coming into your life, I feel like they are not reactionary, but they're very, they're prepared for everything all the time. That's a person that has that Swiss Army knife, that person that has that rope and all that stuff. Hopefully not rope and duct tape in their trunk, because that's a little iffy. We don't want that going on. You're like, no, I'm good. You know, whenever anybody goes on any of those dating sites, please ask to see your dates, contents of their trunks, and if there's any duct tape, rope, or lime, call off that date. That's probably not a good date. I just thought of that because I watched this thing where people went on Tinder, and I didn't know what it was for the longest time. And I actually wore a Tinder t-shirt that somebody gave to me, and I thought it was like, I had no idea. And someone's like, really lecherously, I like your shirt. And I was like, thanks. And I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, oh my God. So again, yeah, this person is very prepared. Their paperwork is always done. Their taxes are always paid. This person is very, very organized, very situated in life. So let me see if I can sort of get a vision of what they may look like. Just trying to guides and angels, if you can help me get a visual on them. Yeah, you know what? I kind of feel like this is a longer haired group of males. More, they're very sort of just, they're laid back, they're spiritual. They're very connected, but again, they're not conformists. These are people, they have an understanding of the esoteric. They have an understanding and of enlightenment and are on the journey to that. Again, I'm getting the Russell Brand type of person where they're funny, they're theatrical, but they are prepared for things because they actually remember past life occurrences and will be willing to discuss that as well. At first, it won't be the first date like, hey, let's talk about, you know, all of that sort of thing, because people ease into those conversations, but they're very aware of this component in the world, and they don't feel the need to judge this person, I feel, which is lovely, because they're very open-minded, open-hearted, and again, very attractive, gorgeous bone structure, male or female, beautiful, strong jawline, very long graceful necks on the male and females, prominent nose, huge expressive eyes on these people as well, huge expressive eyes, and beautiful hands. So keep your lookout for that. But I feel like you'll feel intense connectivity, because I feel like you having been connected, these things are going to stand out to you. You're going to feel it on an energetic level. So your card is going to be your grounded card. Again, these are the beautiful Lisa Powers Essential Oil Oracle cards, but I call them the trigger true cards, because there'll be a trigger statement that's given to you by your ego, and then a truth statement that will be given to you by your soul. And this is about grounding and being rooted, okay? Allowing your energy to shift to from the material plane where it is needed to help you complete what you have set out to do, right? So again, I was saying that too, that we can go out and trip in the light, fantastic, but we need to ground. And green, that means just going out in nature, walking barefoot, touching trees, having fresh flowers around you, because this will be your trigger statement, and this will be your ego talking to you. It will say, I am somewhere else right now. The true statement is, right here, right now, everything is perfect, right? Blessed. That's basically the all will be well. And then you're present in your circumstances that are occurring to you, so you can be grounded, aware of what's happening, and you can be effective in your day, because you're feeling what's happening, you're experiencing it, you're understanding of it, and you're in touch with your emotions. Wow, you guys, beautiful. So again, just that, I love that background too. I love the idea of the Middle East or Scotland. They're very ancient areas of strength. I mean, there's a lot of battles and a lot of hardships that have passed through those lands. But again, that's where you dig deep and you get that friggin' amazing positive intention and miraculous powers in yourself, because you've existed through some crazy times and places, as well as this counterpart that's coming to you. So if you're new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And feel free, I'm going to put a thing at the beginning too of all my videos. Feel free to choose, watch the entire video and then take what resonates with you, because a lot of people are like, can I choose more than one? Of course you can. If these messages are meant for you, you're going to absorb them. So you can watch all of them and go, I like this idea, that I feel like I connect with this, because a lot of times it's like people panic, like I have to choose. You definitely don't. You can have all of them and have them incorporated in how you feel. So again, the little gray arrow in the bottom of the video has all my links if you need a personal read, a personal private read. If you want to go to Instantgo and just click on there and get a quick answer right away within an hour or two. My Etsy page with all my jewelry, my creations with healing stones are on there. And just everything. Patreon page, go check that out. And again, thank you, patron supporters. I really, really want to thank you for keeping this channel up and running by becoming a patron. And you get all those excellent benefits as well. And I love you guys for all your wonderful messages of love and connectivity. Really, really beautiful. So again, you guys, that's you. Amazing energy. Woo, I love it. So keep your peepers out for those beautiful hands and those strong chins. And again, that's a person who you're not going to take them by surprise in anything. They are going to be ready and steady. That's just, yeah, I hear ready and steady, big time. It's funny, I'm getting so used to all these. I got 7 decks for Christmas, and I'm acclimating to them. I had to hold them last night, and I got this new deck. It's so powerful. I don't want to use it yet. I need to chill out with it. It's an old Lithuanian friggin', this thing, when you see this, you'll be like, whoa! Like my hand started shaking when I got in connection with that deck. I was like, this deck is the real deal. It is friggin', yeah, it was amazing. So I can't wait to unveil that. It's magic. I feel like it came like from like somebody's what's that movie where it's in that series of Interview with the Vampire, those sort of things, where like it came from somebody's tomb that was experienced several lifetimes and infused it with magic. It really is a magic, powerful deck, and I love it, love it, love it. So let's see what's going on for the Queen of Pentacles. Love this. These are our money makers. These are our people that know what's going on. And of course you would get the 9 of Pentacles, and you get the person coming into your life too. They are going to accumulate great wealth, and so are you. Look at this. Yes, I can't even believe that. That's crazy. Yes, your king is there. It is funny, but we have to admit that like attracts like, right? If you're the Queen of Pentacles, why would you not attract your King of Pentacles? Why, if somebody who has their business acumen and monetary understanding not attract somebody of that ilk, right? It stands to reason. If you understand finances, how they flow, the energy of money, how to acquire it, the law of attraction, you're also going to be attract someone on that wavelength and frequency, and they are coming to you. Again, I see people with very dark hair and dark eyes, for both of you, male or female, and quite a few of Asian descent as well. Not so much just because of this, but just because of, I feel like they understand high numerics, they understand mathematics to like the nth degree, like amazingly so, and it comes naturally to them. And again, they understand investments, they understand portfolios, and you guys work phenomenally together. So let's see what's going on with the past life card. What might have this be so powerful a match. Oh, okay, of course. And this is the karmic connection card. Nostalgia, childhood, the past, good memories, karma, and children. A relationship featured in the spread indicates a strong karmic connection. Someone you are working through a certain spiritual goals in this lifetime. You share happy memories with this person. This will be in your past lives that you have spent together. That's why it's a karmic connection. And your past lives were very harmonious and went well together, and you had beautiful experiences, hence the reattraction in this lifetime, okay? So the strong spiritual connection you have to your children or an expected child is also indicated here. So you most likely will have children with this person and have also in a past life. It just works genetically down the line and through centuries. It is something that is karmically pleasing to the universe and yourselves. So that's amazing. I love that. This card is traditionally the card of childhood, so something from your childhood or adolescence could be indicated here as well. So yeah, you guys really have strong connections to each other and the bank, and bringing your cash to the bank. So yeah, you're going to have a wealth stronghold with this person as well, because you have, and your joy and love doesn't come from your material wealth, but it's the fact that you build something together and it thrives together, which is amazing. That is amazing. And again, lovely dark glossy hair, eyes, strong jawline as well, beautiful skin texture I see on this person. Long and lean, I see long and lean builds here. Okay, and we're gonna go with black pepper as your essential oil, and this is about integration. Your trigger statement, which is the statement that is untrue and coming from your ego, says I am tracked, but the true statement and your soul statement is I am whole. Allow the parts of yourself you hide to make themselves known. In this light you will see the wisdom that they hold. I cannot say this strong enough. Some people have this deep-rooted shame of things they might like to do, say, or incorporate in their life. And some of it is so silly sometimes. Like when you have teenagers, you'll know this, because they'll think, oh my God, is this the most irrational, strange feeling ever? And you'll just laugh and you'll go, no, everybody goes through that. And I'm lucky where my kids will approach me with anything because they know I don't pass judgment. I'm just a open heart and soul person. I'm like, whatever you ask of me, I will find information that will carry light into the situation. I never judge. I never look at anybody sideways. Everybody's life is just this awesome, beautiful journey, and they're trying to pull components towards themselves that help shed light on certain things they don't understand. That's why I love these so much, because I believe the ego is the destroyer of the soul. The ego, which I love, Colette Baron-Mead says, is edging God out, the ego, and it is, because as soon as the ego comes in, it says you're not good enough, you're not fast enough, strong enough, blah, blah, blah. You're not anything enough. The ego constantly cries out for attention. It's so attention-seeking that it literally kicks the soul right in the stomach when the soul's trying to say, no, but wait, you're beautiful, wait, you're competent, you know what I mean? So tell your soul to take a hike. This is the New Year's resolution. Soul, you need to take a hike. Here's some new boots, because you need everything new, better, and beautiful. And go for a walk, huh? Because it's time for the soul to come in and just put you in a restful state and know that all will be well. Say that over and over to yourself. I have all the time in the world and all will be well, because that is the true statement. And we don't need any more of these triggers, because they're wasteful and harmful, and we want all good things. So that is, you guys, amazing. Whoa, look at that. Jesus, wealth beyond measure in a lot of this grouping. So you guys, again, if you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're my oldies but goodies, thank you. My 5-alarm charm tickets, my lovely little lollies. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. You make me cry over and over. I get so emotional when I read your things. And I just want to give a quick shout out too. If you guys want to check out some new viewers, check out Hops Tarot, Hops Tarot. He's amazing and insightful and really revs you up. Love him to death. And Cherry Enchantress, lovely, soft. And if you like things queenly and fairy-like, she's your girl for sure. And Dara Doe, she's amazing, an English reader that is just off the hook, original, cute, and tapped into source for sure. And there's many more, and I'm going to just start to integrate them into my reads. I sometimes get going and I forget. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and all my links are down below if you need private reads. You want to check out my Instantgo, which is great. You can get a quick one answer right away, a 1-card answer. We can maneuver it around whatever your thing is, but it gives me an alert, and I usually get back to you within the hour. My Etsy store is down there. My Patreon page, you should come check it out. We have such a great time over there, and it helps keep the channel running. I mean, anything from $1 up into the platinum level, it's wonderful. And you guys, you know, you get first sees at videos, and we have lots of fun stuff. We're going to have chat night again soon. I do free reads. It's a lot of fun, so check it out. So love and light to you guys. Just breeze through this holiday season. I swear, life is easy when you let it be, right? When you let it just wash over you in this beautiful waterfall of all will be well. I have all the time in the world, and I'm present. I work in a little 24-hour stopgap, and I don't try to cram my whole life in one day. I try to be present and enjoy that cup of espresso, that smile from a family member, a beautiful bird outside my window, all those things. Relish, relish, relish. That's our new manifesto, that we're going to take in this beauty of the world and be thankful for it, right? Thank the hell out of our guides, because they sure do give us some amazing stuff. So love and light to you guys, and we'll talk soon.